Vamos a continuar, joder, macho. Se me había quedado pillado antes. Vamos a continuar, joder, macho. Se me había quedado pillado antes. Vamos, causas y efectos. Vamos a ver. Vamos. Vale, tengo que ir a la putísima farmacia. A ver. Espera. Recuperado. Recuperado. Ahí están todos bien, ¿no? Sí.
It's locked.
Parguelas. Es cabrones.
See them fancy clothes? This isn't a top! Right, vermin! That leech is close!
It's locked, all right.
Y esta sangre.
I have this thirst for blood.
¿Cómo coño se entra a ese sitio?
It's locked. I cannot enter.
No, pues nada.
Get your weapons ready! We found one! He's being bitten! He's dead!
Mataos de mierda. ¿En serio pretendíais hacerme algo? Ay, señor. No, pues nada, ya está. Mira, si ponéis así, mira. ¡Pum! Ah, la mierda, el pibe este.
Opium is one of the main ingredients of Strickland's medication. Never a good move.
¿Aquí qué hay? Este sitio. ¿Quién es ese? A ver. Pues con toda mi polla, ¿qué pasaba aquí? Chaval, ¿qué pasa?
Good evening, sir.
Who the fuck are you? Don't you see I'm busy here?
Dr. Jonathan Reed, that's who I am. And who are you?
Ah, some fancy gentleman we've got here. Clear off. We don't want strangers on our streets.
So you won't tell me your name, then?
The name is Booth Digby. Maybe I'll ask my boys to break one or two of your bones, just so you remember it.
Are you some kind of vigilante?
Haga justiciero.
Streets at night?
Something like that, but the police aren't in charge here. We are, see?
So you're a concerned criminal, is that it?
Using funny jokes about me and my boys, are you? Fuck. You must have some balls.
I saw many men like you during the war, Mr. Digby. Greedy little cockroaches who feed on despair.
I could kill you for saying that. But, nah. You've been a soldier. I can respect that.
So,
¿A qué banda pertenece eso, cabrón?
What? Have you got a death wish? You really want me to answer that?
well, yes. You seem so proud of your status. Why not tell me who you're working for?
Oi! I'm the boss, all right? The Wet Boot Boys work for me. All of them. Situation round here is better than other districts because of us. Because of me.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Things ain't that bad thanks to us. We give people what they need, and we control this borough.
Well, you're not doing a very good job. People are still dying here like everywhere else.
Yeah, well, we can't be everywhere all the time. And Edwina says if we can find more guns, we could be more efficient.
More efficient? Really? You should probably tell Edwina that guns are useless against diseases and infections.
Incredible. You know what? You're lucky she can't hear you right now. She's more smart than patient. My sweet queen of the docks.
Vamos a ver qué dice el mierda este. Uf. ¿Está sano o qué? Sí. ¿Esto quién es? ¿Quién es la otra piba? Vale, adiós. Preguntas personales. Se ha cansado de la vida criminal.
You're tired of this criminal life, aren't you?
It's just an idea. Edwina loves to run things so much. You can never really leave the gang. Wet boys for life, you know.
Do you need medical help, sir?
I feel fine, Dr. Reed.
Vale, adiós.
Goodbye.
A ver, por ahí está la piba. La jefa de la banda.
Good evening, miss. I am Dr. Reed. May I ask you a few questions?
Who are you? What do you want?
As I just told you, I'm a doctor. From the Pembroke Hospital, actually.
The Pembroke Hospital, you say? I ain't paying any bill left by Clay.
Qué
I'm not
cabrón.
here to collect payment, miss.
Miss Edwina Cox. So what do you want then? Fancy buying something from me, maybe?
What can
Háblame
you
de tu
tell me about
trabajo,
your
cabrona.
I'm a businesswoman. I buy and sell things, and I send my wet boot boys after anyone who don't play nice with me.
gang member and shopkeeper? Can't be easy running double shifts.
If you're interested, I may find use of a doctor who can freely walk across the city, you know.
You're quite blunt, aren't you?
I like people who know what they want and say what they think. This is a time of great opportunity for those ready to embrace their destiny.
I'm not interested in a career in the criminal underworld, Miss Cox.
Fair enough. Stay away from us then, if you don't want to get hurt or worse.
Since my return from the war, I don't feel that concerned by threats, knives...
Y más que siendo un vampiro.
That's exactly what that stupid trade unionist claimed after he attacked one of us. Booth and I reminded him a bullet beats words every time.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
You can't trust anyone around here. As soon as you lower your guard, you can be sure some arsehole will take advantage of you.
Really? Don't you think that's a little bit excessive?
Bastards, all of them. This region only responds to violence and threats.
You sound like you're thinking of somebody in particular.
Take the gravediggers of Southwark. They must pay me every week, but it looks like they forgot who gave them permission to steal from the dead.
Eating corpses in a mass grave. That is a new low.
Whatever. Hey, since you're a doctor and all, maybe you can access that forbidden area and remind those bastards what they owe.
Atrás. Vamos a ver qué vende la gilipollas esta.
As long as you have money, I'll show you all I have.
No me interesa nada. ¿Dónde está? Estoy descubierto cositas. Lo mismo puedo sacar más conversación. Preguntas personales sobre el hombre que mató.
About the man you killed, Booth. What happened? One of us had been killed, so we had to retaliate. That's the whole story.
There has to be more to it than that.
No, really, one of us got killed, so the killer had to die. That's how things have always been done round here. No one gives a shit.
I think you're wrong. Maybe the docks have always been violent, but you can't say the living don't suffer because of it.
And then what? Let the commies and the anarchists rule? Nah. We're the wet boot boys. Our fathers died on these docks and they belong to us.
Vale.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
Pues muy bien. Tengo esa ahí. Por ahí veo otro. Mira este que tiene de agotamiento.
Good evening, sir.
Whatever.
Don't you recognize me? We met a few nights ago.
Don't take it personally. I spent a lot of energy forgetting what I did the night before.
Yes, you had definitely drunk too much then as well. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I'm Dyson Delaney. I'll try to remember you. This time.
¿A qué se dedica?
Mr. Delaney.
I drink. I drink in the morning.
Joder.
I drink at night.
Puto
And
borracho.
I drink some more.
¿Por qué bebe
You
tanto?
drink so much.
Maybe it's because I prefer dying slowly. Death can be so abrupt. Personally, I like to see mine coming at my own pace.
You sound very sad, sir.
That's because I am Doc.
Don't you work at all?
I'd love to, but I don't have the time. Didn't I tell you? Drink in the morning.
¿Y de dónde sacas la pasta?
Drink at night.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So friendly, so joyful.
No reason at all to rejoice. Life is hopeless and then we die, is that it?
Let me tell you a story.
All right. Go on.
A few years ago, when I believed a resolute man could change things around here for good, a tragedy occurred nearby.
What kind of tragedy?
It was a bomb. A bomb that exploded and killed many people. Metal and blood everywhere. Shouts.
Es la Primera Guerra Mundial.
Broken window of the shoe shop. Torn street light.
You lost people you loved that day, didn't you?
I've lost everything. But you know what the worst part is? I don't even remember where it happened. I've drunk so much to forget it. And now I can't remember where it was. I can't pay my homage to the dead.
I'm sorry, Mr. Delaney.
It's okay. If you ever find a place, just leave a flower for me there. Even if you tell me where it is. I'm sure I'd memorize it.
Joder.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So friendly. So joyful.
No reason at all to rejoice. Life is hopeless and then we die, is that it?
Let me tell you a story.
Another time, perhaps. I'm not sure I want to hear another sad story. Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So friendly. So joyful.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So friendly. So joyful.
Why are you so cynical?
Cynicism is the polite way to express despair, Doctor.
Estas personales.
Surely you must have had dreams and expectations when you were young, like everybody else.
Sure. I wanted things to change. To really change. To change for good. The bigger the dream, the harder the fall.
Sounds like you were an idealist, which is honorable.
No, sir. I was an anarchist and I believed that exclusive property is a robbery in nature. I wanted a new world to rise from the ashes, Dr. Reed.
El idealista.
Do you really think the world is that bad?
No, I believe we all can choose to make it better. But most of us are too weak, too corrupt and too guilty. I failed for sure, but others will come.
I want to know more about your past as an anarchist, Dyson.
I'm still an anarchist, Doctor, make no mistake. I just reject violence as a tool to change the world, unlike my comrades.
Do you still see your comrades, then? Even if you don't agree with their methods anymore, I mean.
No. I hope they'll come to share my point of view one day. I'll raise my glass to that splendid idea.
Do you believe in a bloodless revolution, then?
I do not believe in much anymore, Doctor. But I'll admit I like your idea of peaceful change. I like it a lot.
Pues ya curate.
Do you need medical help?
Yes. I feel sicker than usual these days.
Take this, then. And perhaps you could try to slow down the alcohol intake, too.
Hey, Doc, you don't really want me to stop the only remedy I can afford.
Vale, creo que ya no puedo hablar más con este tío.
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
A ver... Oh, vaya, mira, si ya estoy en el bar. A ver...
Good evening, Tom.
Good evening, sir. How are you tonight? Back to the docks, are we?
You remember me, then?
Of course I do. You're that man who seemed so lost when he entered my bar a few nights ago.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way.
I'm still Tom Watts. Welcome back, Doctor.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
It's not that bad. Thanks to people like the sad saint of the East End.
Who?
Sean Hampton, our own private holy figure. Few are foolish enough to make peace with the gangs. Sean is one of them.
How is it you can keep this place open? This part of town doesn't seem particularly safe.
Well, since everybody needs a drink, my pub is considered neutral ground by most groups.
I see. So you get pressure from all sides about how this place should be run, do you?
Or something like that. Nothing that a few wise words and a bottle of gin can't solve.
Since I'm here, is there anything I can do?
Well, perhaps, Doctor. Peace partly depends on my stock of gin. With the epidemic, my supplies are running low.
Te quedas sin beber, tío.
I have a small warehouse just past the quarantine line. Perhaps, with you being a doctor, you could go there and come back?
Doctors aren't immune to disease, you know. Very well. Show me where it is. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, thank you, sir. Here's the key to get in. You're about to save many dry throats.
You're something of a figurehead around here.
I'm only pouring alcohol for everyone to forget their troubles. Sean Hampton is the one giving them long-term hope.
Rutas personales, nada.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
La limpiadora.
Evening, miss.
Borde.
That's a first. Customers who make that much mess rarely come back. Never mind in fancy togs.
I'm much more myself than when we first met. By the way, I'm Jonathan, Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome back to the Turquoise Turtle then, Doctor. I'm Sabrina Cavendish. How can I help you?
What can you tell me about this area?
People don't appreciate that line of questioning round here. You best be more careful with what you say, sir.
You look concerned, Miss Cavendish.
This is a bad borough. Most people I know are afraid. Most locals will rob you blind, or worse. You best mind your step.
A ver. Vale. Nadie se
So
siente,
you
¿no?
and your friends all feel endangered? No exceptions?
Tom's the only exception I've come across until now. But he's not like everybody else.
This place seems, how shall I put it, very colourful. I'm sure it has plenty of stories to tell.
We get people of all sorts here. It's that rare place in the docks where you can have a drink without being murdered. At least it's not happened yet.
So this bar is neutral territory then?
Yeah. Tom's convinced this is something the locals need. No one ever draws a weapon here. That's one of the reasons I accepted the job.
Your boss must be quite the negotiator to force such an agreement.
Yeah. Tom's a great bloke. Mr. Hampton, who runs the night asylum, he's the only other man that's able to keep peace around here.
Do you require medical assistance, Miss Cavendish?
I'm fine, sir. Just have too much work on and not enough sleep.
Vale.
Goodbye, Miss Cavendish.
Aquí no parece haber nadie más. A ver cómo llegó la vieja esa.
Hello, boy.
Hello. Good evening.
Did I scare you? You have nothing to fear from me.
De momento.
No, it's just that people prefer to avoid me.
Well, I won't. I'm a doctor.
My name is Rufus, sir. Rufus Kingsbury.
What can you tell me about this region?
It's all about staying out of trouble. But since most people prefer to avoid me, it's pretty easy.
¿Por qué
Why
te
do
evitan?
people avoid you?
They call me Rufus the Curse. Around here, I'm a bit of a bad luck charm.
Joder.
Have you ever thought about leaving?
Where else would I go? At least I know these streets and some people around here. This is my city, for better or worse.
Joder.
What do you do around here, Rufus?
I listen to the news on the docks, sir. And I smile at those kind enough to spare me a bob.
Do you have a job?
It's hard to work, what with my head and all. Since I was a boy, I've always had trouble remembering what I do and why I do it.
Joder.
What do people say about this place?
Things have been tense between the Wet Boot Boys and the Communists. They both feel they should run the docks.
Do you need help?
A real doctor caring about me. That's a first. I feel like a real person.
Ofrecer remedio.
Every doctor treats everyone the same, Rufus.
I don't know what to say. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
No puedo estar solo.
Are you alone? Where is your family?
I don't have any.
Joder, qué putada.
Parents are dead.
So you have no home. You're sleeping rough.
No. I mean, yes. I live on the streets. I have no home.
Deberías ir con
You should
cuidado.
be careful, Rufus. There are things that lurk in the shadows of this city. Things that prey on the lonely and the desperate.
I've known worse. I'm not all alone. I have Mrs. Fishburne. She's been very kind to me.
Why do you think she's so considerate?
I can't say, sir. I guess she's a good soul. Sometimes it's like she replaces the mother I lost, even if we're not related.
¿Qué coño? La vieja. ¿Y este tío? Vale. Atrás. Personales. Estuviera en Londres.
So long, Rufus. Be careful and take care.
A ver, vale. A ver esta puerta que se abre.
Good evening, madam. I'm Dr. Reed. Could I come in?
Why? What do you want?
I work at the Pembroke Hospital. I'm investigating the flu epidemic in this area.
Oh, the Spanish flu. Well, that's quite liberal of you, Doctor. But this is no time to be knocking at people's doors.
Invítame a tragar.
Disease takes away the good people too, madam. Why not let me in?
It's Mrs. Fishburne. Stella Fishburne. And yes, indeed. Why not let a doctor in?
Ay, ay, así me gusta. Ay, la viejecilla. Bueno, primero te voy a robar, ¿vale? Qué mala gente soy, robando a una ancianita. A ver. Seguro que tiene alguna nota o algo. Vieja, vieja. Viejecita. La casa que tienes.
So you have questions about the flu, then?
Yes, among other things.
Forgive my rudeness at the door. It's just my son doesn't like strangers coming in the house.
How is life around here?
Life has always been hard in the East End. But it's everywhere nowadays, isn't it?
Do you think the increase in violence has anything to do with the epidemic?
Don't know. But it's most likely linked to the gangs, if you ask me. Recently, it's like everyone has had to pick a side.
Violence has always fed on poverty, don't you think? It's a cruel law of the human condition.
And selfishness is their rotten fruit. These days, you can just die in the gutter, and no one will bat an eye.
Que se
May I
dedica.
ask what you do for a living, Mrs. Fishburne?
Since my husband died, I worked at the Dawson Rope Factory,
Fábrica de
but it
cuerdas.
closed before the war. I occasionally help at the night asylum, in exchange for food.
Did your husband die in the war?
Oh no, my Jack was a docker. He died when my Seymour was just a lad. The poor boy saw his dad slip and fall from that scaffolding.
Qué putada. Vaya mierda.
How do you pay the rent then?
My Seymour works at the docks, just like his dad. He's very attached to the house he grew up in. It's not always easy, but we get by all right.
The orphan that regards you as a mother. Please tell me about him, Stella.
You mean Rufus? I wish I could do even more for the poor boy.
Joder,
These people
pobre
are so
chaval.
selfish.
But you're not.
Years may have passed, but I haven't forgotten how it feels to go through days with nothing but an empty stomach.
Dudas personales.
Mrs. Fishburne, are you in need of any medical assistance?
I am fine for now, at least in body. Thank you for your concern, Dr. Reed.
Ah, pues ya
Goodbye,
está.
Miss Fishburne. Take care of yourself.
I can't remember the last time I had a good hit. I've been nothing but worried.
1300 experiencia me daría la vieja. A ver... Desconocida. ¿Quién es este tío?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Why must it always be a good evening?
I was just being polite. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you some questions, if I may.
Don't like questions, or doctors. And the name is Seymour Fishburne, if you must know.
¿Quién coño eres tú?
What can you tell me about this place?
A shithole filled with maggots. Liars and thieves, all of them.
Are you thinking about someone in particular?
Nope. Hate them all. Especially these petty, whining little shitbag beggars.
Is there no one who deserves your leniency then?
Well, Tom from our local is somewhat of a decent bloke. At least, unlike most maggots, he knows how to listen without opening his trap.
What's your occupation?
I take care of my mum. It's what I do. She's the only good thing in my life. Even though I don't treat her so good.
You seem upset. Is something bothering you?
I lost the necklace I bought her. I'm a fucking idiot. A worthless idiot.
Sometimes it's hard to be a good son.
I just wanted to smile. No, I was thankful for her patience, appreciated like... God knows she deserves it.
Atrás. Atrás. Dudas personales. Vale.
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne.
Este es el chaval de antes, ¿no?
Evening, Rufus.
Evening, Mr. Reed.
So long, Rufus. Be careful. Take care.
Ah, vale, ya sé de lo que... Este tío estaba sano. Joder, se ha pirado. A ver, aquí que hay. La puerta está cerrada. Resfriado. Ah, que te voy a curar.
Good evening, Mr. Fishburne.
Yeah.
Do you require medical assistance?
That's something I didn't expect to hear again. A doctor concerned with the health of his patients. Yeah. I could use some help. On several matters, in fact.
I don't know which kind of doctor you're used to dealing with, but it's a doctor's purpose to heal people.
And is it your purpose as well, Mr. Reed? I would say it's a convenient way for gaining people's trust.
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne. Good evening, Miss Cox.
Hello again, Dr. Reed. What do you want?
Booth Digby looks at you with love-struck eyes. Tell me, Edwina, is the feeling mutual?
You have no idea how refreshing it can be for a woman to receive all the pleasure she needs. For once.
I'll take your word for it.
What is it, Doctor? A woman's not supposed to talk about these things.
I'm not that easily shocked, Miss Cox. You can speak freely about your lover if you so wish.
The poor bastard is good to me, if you must know. He makes me feel good. And that's a first.
So you're just like any other couple, after all, are you not?
Yeah, we're so ordinary that I'd put a bullet in his head if he ever cheated on me.
Hostia, se lo ha explicado.
Tell me about the man you and Booth killed, Edwina.
The bastard killed one of us and received retribution. There's nothing else to say.
What happened exactly?
I don't know and I don't care. One of ours was killed by that communist bastard, but he didn't brag for long.
So you have no idea what really happened, but you executed him anyway.
No one messes with the Wet Boot Boys, Doctor. This is our territory, and this is our law.
And your conscience is clear. You kill without hesitation.
Violence is an efficient tool, Dr. Reed, when used properly.
So you decide who lives and who dies, just like that.
Yes, Doctor. Just like that. I'm not saying it's fair. I'm saying it's my way of dealing with troublemakers.
Goodbye, Miss Cox.
Strange game. You again. What do you want?
Do you know Edwina suspects you to be unfaithful?
Edwina's the one who asked to be called Mrs. Cox, even though Clay hadn't touched her for such a long time.
You have not answered my question.
She's a passionate woman. I've no doubt she'll shoot me down if I ever betray her, but that's not going to happen. I love her as she is.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby. Good evening, Miss Cox.
Hello again, Dr. Reed. What do you want?
Goodbye, Miss Cox.
You still working at this hour? That's what I call dedication.
¿Dónde es
Excuse
usted?
my curiosity, but where exactly are you from, Miss Cavendish?
Something bothering you? What, my name? Or my complexion?
Nada,
Believe
joder.
me, I never judge someone on their place of birth or the color of their skin.
If that's true, you'd be one of the few not to make fun of me. Just you, Tom, Dyson, Miss Fishburne, and of course Mr. Hampton.
I'm sorry if I worried you. I was just curious to find out if you know this part of town well.
Nosy. My dad was a sailor from Bombay, and my mum was a maid born up in Glasgow. They got married in London, and here I am.
Sabrina, tell me about your true feelings for your boss.
I love Tom. Not ashamed of it. Don't care if the customers joke about it neither.
Who's mocking you?
I mean, we're always together. People will talk, won't they? He hates jokes about us.
Goodbye, Miss Cavendish.
Pero Tom.
Welcome back, Doctor. What can I do for you?
Sabrina seems very fond of you, Tom.
I like her too. I really do. I know I'm her boss, and I'm much older and all. But I like her for sure.
What is bothering you then?
Sabrina is an angry one. She wears it like a coat. I'm not sure I can make her shed that anger. It hurts to see her like that.
Why does your waitress feel in danger working on the docks?
This part of town is dangerous for all, but for women it's worse, as always. Sabrina is a brave girl, but she can't help feeling in danger.
Do you think she has good reason to feel this way? Are you not worried about her safety?
Of course I am. The truth is, she's tougher than me deep inside. She just has to learn to control it.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
You still working at this hour? That's what I call dedication.
Vale.
Goodbye, Miss Cavendish.
¿Y cómo llego yo ahí? A ver.
Good evening, Mr. Delaney.
What? Ah, you're that doctor.
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
Good thing we haven't seen Seymour for a while.
Vale, voy al revés. Tendría que pasar por el puente ese, ¿no? ¿O cómo?
And every door another death.
Supongo que se cruza por aquí. ¿Esto qué es? Ah, a ver.
can't believe I'm doing this.
Look at it! This one's mine! Stupid beast!
Nivel 4 los parguelas estos.
It's a killer! Over there! There's one of them vermin! Ah! Die, vermin! Ah! Murdering bastard!
This place. Rain may have washed away the blood, but not the memory. My poor Mary.
Aquí es donde empieza la historia, ¿no? A ver. Gente que roba cadáveres, es que eso es vergonzoso.
This is my watch. Damn.
¿Qué coño es esto?
Grave robbers.
Vale. ¿Qué hay por aquí? Si abro esto. Ah. Claro. El refugio en la choza esta. ¿De ahí?
It's locked, all right. I cannot enter.
Ah, ya sé qué casa es esta.
This thirst for blood.
Mira, si me la encuentro, se lo digo.
It's locked.
A ver. El campeón. ¿Es aquí? Tiene pinta de que es esta puerta. Detalles. ¿A quién intentaste matar, Ton?
Tom has so much alcohol. He could keep this district afloat for quite some time.
Cazador de vampiros, pues vas a morir. Aquí hay más, pues vais a morir todos. Cabrones. Hijo de puta. Va a voltar bien. Por cabrón. Tatón y quédate con la ginebra. Rastrea. ¿Dónde está la misión de este tío? No, me cagaré la puta. O sea, ahora voy a tener que volver. Joder, mira que estaba ahí hace nada. Qué coraje. Vale. Joder. Ah, espera. Dun, dun, dun. A ver. Tiene que estar por aquí, ¿no? No me jodas.